Good morning, everyone. It is day 7 out here, and it is a cold day to wake up to. 35 degrees this morning. Yeehaw. It was nippy. After 80 degrees yesterday, and in the 30s today, major change. All right, what's going on today? Today is a short day. Less than 4 miles to get to Dix Creek Gap, where I was supposed to get picked up by the shuttle from Stanimals around the bend Hostel. But I'm not going to need their shuttle because Ella's family has graciously offered to give me a ride down. That's not a long ride. It's just maybe 5-10 minutes looking at the map. And they have to go right by there to take Ella to her hostel at the Green Dragon. I've heard so many good things about the Green Dragon. I almost regret going there. But I also have I know how Stanimals runs their hostels. I've stayed in their hostels. Waynesville. I can't remember the name of it. It's either Waynesville or Waynesboro. I think it's Waynesville. But they don't have that one anymore. But I've stayed in their hostel in Glasgow 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 times now, and they just run a good ship. You know, they know what they're doing. So I am trying to experience some new things out here. So in hindsight, I probably should have chose the Green Dragon, but I didn't. So it is what it is. But anyways, short day to get there, and her family's going to pick us up around 10:30, and then after that, I don't know that I'll see Ella again for a little while, unless we just get lucky. I'm taking a 0 tomorrow. She's going to take a 0 later this week, and you know, if things match up, we'll see. But the reality is I've only got a couple more weeks left here, and after that, it's going to be really hard to get connected back up again. But that's okay. I'll find somebody new to hike with. She'll find new people to hike with. She's a delightful young lady. Anybody would be happy to hike with her, and she's a beast. She's going to be putting a lot of men to shame out here. I can tell you that right now. That hike in yesterday, that may have been one of the very toughest hikes that I've had on this entire trail. Over all the times I've hiked on it. Coming over, there's 2 big mountains in the beginning, Rocky Mountain and Trey Mountain. It just saps the energy out of you. And there was a tent site just before I got to the last mountain, which was another mile up. After 11 plus miles, I think I was leaning towards staying at that tent site until I got there and realized that the water source was half a mile down a frickin' hill. I'm not doing that. I don't think I could have done that, to put it that way. I was so exhausted, but I was almost out of water. I had probably right at about half a bottle of water to go that last mile and a half, a mile of it being uphill. And it was a tough uphill. I was dragging. I don't even know how to describe it. I keep looking behind me. I don't want to slow people down. Where'd this uphill come from? But anyways, I managed to do 13.1 yesterday, and pretty proud of myself. I had to push hard. I mean, I had to suck it up from the bottom to get up and over that hill. And then you get to the part where you have to branch off to go down to the shelter. It was probably a good 2/10 to get down to the water. And it was steep. Not extremely steep, but steep enough that I was an unhappy man. I may need my trekking poles here in a minute. Maybe take a break and see how it goes. But so the good thing is the water was just before you get to the shelter, about a tenth of a mile before you get to the shelter. And so I filled up my CNOC, filled up my 2 bottles of water, filled up my CNOC again, drank a bottle of water, filled it back up, and then went down to the shelter with 2 full bottles and a full CNOC. And there were probably, I don't know, 10 people down there. Ella was cheering me on. All I wanted to do was lay down and die. I can't remember being that tired. It was something, but I did it. And once again, I saw, when I put my mind to it, how hard I can push and what I can accomplish when I give it my best effort. And it doesn't matter if you're 16 or 66. You can always dig down and find that extra little bit of oomph to get you to reach your goals. No matter how hard it seems, you can push, you can make it happen. All right, I think this is the last little uphill before it's downhill the rest of the way. I'm not gonna lie, I cannot wait to get to Stanimals. I don't know that they'll have my room ready. In many ways, it's like a hotel. They've got to have time to get rooms prepared for the next bunch coming in. So, but they've got a very nice lounge, living area, outdoor space where you can relax, and I can stay out of everybody's way until they have it done. I did not sleep well last night. I kept rolling over and over and over again, and it got cold. It got cold. There were a couple times I was regretting having a quilt, but I got through it. It's okay. It's a beautiful day. Look at that sun just popping up over the mountain. I can't look at it with my eyes. It's too bright. Everything is so bright out here this morning. Bright and clear. It's beautiful. Crystal clear. This, yeah. Look how beautiful this is. Let me do a slow circle. Hopefully you can see look how clear that is. The mountains in the distance, not really in the distance, it's right there. Back where I came from, and then back to the other side. Wow. Wow. Just beautiful, just beautiful. What else? My ankle. You know, I rolled it twice yesterday. Ah, darn it. I thought that was my last uphill. That's not my last uphill. I got another one coming. I don't care. 4 miles, throw whatever you want at me. I can do 4 miles standing on my head. All right, I'm going to use my trekking poles on this one, and I'll talk about my ankle shortly. Look at what I'm walking into. All right, I need a good camera shot of that. All right, I've already come about 1.5 miles, and I'm feeling pretty good. Did I finish talking about my ankle? I can't remember. I think that's where I left off. If I didn't, I'll edit it out. Okay, the second one. But as you know, yesterday, just before I stopped videoing one clip, I turned my ankle, and then after I turned the camera off, the very next step, I turned it again. It hurt. I was able to walk it off yesterday by the time I got to camp. I really wasn't feeling it. Maybe a little tenderness, but of course, You know how that goes. This morning when I woke up, oh boy. Initially, I could barely put weight on it. But as you can tell, I'm walking. It took a bit, but I'm walking okay. I'm being very, very, very cautious because I can tell that it's very tender. It hurts. It's not a full-fledged sprain, but it is about as close as you can get to it. You know, I think once again my Ultra shoes kind of saved my butt. There's room in that shoe to when you do twist or you turn it, your foot turns in the shoe in the opposite direction, so it really minimizes the sprain. So that's what happened yesterday, but it's a good day to do a Nero. That's a near zero for those of you who might just be watching this for the first time, and then a zero tomorrow, which will be a full day off. So that'll give my ankle and my whole body a chance to rest and recover and heal. It needs it. It needs it. My body hurts. I can tell that I've pushed it pretty much to the limits. And I think I probably could have gone a little bit more, but yesterday was tough. I've had a lot of tough days on this trail, doing 20-mile days, big mountains, big climbs, big declines. But yesterday, that pushed me pretty much to my max. But I did it, so I'm good. The ankle, I think it's going to be okay. It's a minor sprain. I talked to Deb this morning. She said, "Did you wrap it with your ace bandage?" I said, "No, somebody used my ace bandage." And she's like, "Oh shit, that was me." So when I meet her in 2 weeks, she's gonna bring me another one. No biggie. I usually keep it in my first aid kit, and I checked my first aid kit before I came out here. I knew it wasn't there, and I didn't replace it. So that's my fault, not hers. My fault. Probably have 100 of those things around the house somewhere, and I meant to get one and I didn't. So that's on me, not on her. I gotta really wash these rocks, man. I mean, you can see they're covered up with leaves. What is? Oh, this is cool. Somebody has some fun here. I like it. I like it. Taking a zero tomorrow. I think I'm still going to be 3 days ahead of my schedule from 23, or what I did in 23. So even though my body's tired, overall I feel good. It's I'm not gonna lie, being as out of shape as I am coming out here this time. It's been just as hard as I expected it to be, and there have been moments where I thought to myself, what in the hell are you doing out here again? And then I meet people like Ella and Connor, and those are the two that are obviously fresh in my mind. But meeting all these other hikers, and it's just it's good. It's good. I know that the schedule is done for when we get up. To Virginia in a couple of weeks. I'm going to get to see Jen and Chris and Front Royal, and I'm excited for that. Those are two of my favorite people on this trail, by far. Definitely two of my favorite people. So we're gonna park our cars at Jen and Chris's house, and they're gonna take us up to the trail, which is just outside of town. And I get to hike with my trail sister Navigator and my best girl Deb and our friend Abby. I think Abby's coming. I haven't heard that 100% for sure, but I assume she is. And then as I go up the trail, We've got reservations at Sunflower Cottage Hostel. If you're going to be a thru hiker at any time, this is a must-stop place. If not for the hostel, which is good, for the personality of Sula that owns the hostel, lives there, and she's just an incredible person. Love her to death. Love her to death. So all my favorite people in the world are going to be all together in the next few weeks, and it's I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a blast. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't believe these guys haven't caught up to me from behind. Most of these folks out here, I've noticed, cook a breakfast. I don't. And if you followed me before, you know that my breakfast is a 3-pack of Carnation instant breakfast and a bottle of water. And it works for me. It just works for me. I have such a big problem getting dehydrated out here that getting that first bottle of water into my system, along with that protein, it just does me good. It works for me. And usually a couple hours after I leave camp, I'll have some kind of a breakfast snack that's more healthy, and it keeps me going until lunchtime. Yesterday was the first day on the trail that I had breakfast, a snack, lunch, a snack, and a supper. Oh, I got people coming. I'm going to put this up. We've come just under 3 miles. We've got just under a mile left to go. And Ella's up ahead of me. She caught me pretty quickly. And we're rolling down this last little bit. Just under 4 miles total for the day. We'll be there in probably 30 minutes or so. Going pretty good. The ankle feels really good right now, so I'm happy about that. Still tender, but it'll be okay. All right, I'll put this away now. Use my trekking poles to get up this area. And that's how we get our water out here, folks. You're a TV star now. I love it. I'm going to get out ahead of you a little bit.
Go for it. Do
this last video clip before.
I'm just going to take my time.
Take your time. We got 4 tents. We're going to be there in 10, 15 minutes. Yeah. And I'll just let you folks just watch the trail. Hang on just a second. Get this trekking pole off my hand. Sorry about that. I'm sure y'all knew that already. These little streams that come off the mountain, whether it's a little trickle like that or a big river, that's how we get our water. We filter it, and there's a few spots up the trail that you can't get water from. There's one river, I can't remember where it's at, but it's a river that GE polluted years and years and years ago with PCBs, and they strongly advise not taking any water out of that river. The good thing is when you get to that point, there's all kinds of little side streams that come into it that you can get your water from. So I see our friend Sojo up here getting water from another little stream. Hey, we meet again, Sojo.
Hey,
water?
there is water here.
Yeah. We've only got 3 tents left. So, down we go. I'll see you later, buddy.
Yeah, see you down there.
Yes. That was a gentleman I met a few days ago, Sojo. He is originally from China, and he's lived here for a while. And very, very nice, very polite gentleman. Sojo is short for sojourner. The people you meet, man, you know, just, I've said it before, I'll say it 1,000 times. You'll hear me say it, but the people out here, the vast majority of them, 95+% of them, are just good people. They will help you, you will help them. It goes back and forth. All right, got to be careful here. This is wet, slick ground. One step at a time. All right, we're through. It's the way life is supposed to be, where everybody helps everybody else. Before I die, I want to see America back to that point again. Hopefully, I will get that chance. Where the heck did this uphill come from? What the heck? I'm sure it's on far out. I just chose not to look at it. I'd rather see everything going downhill. But we've got maybe 3/10 of a mile, maybe even down to 2/10 of a mile to go at this point. So no hurry. Just let you guys enjoy the trail. I'll shut up for a little while. Mountain laurel, rhododendrons. It's very dry out here right now. There are, back home we get warnings for thunderstorms and snowstorms and all that kind of stuff. Out here there's currently a red flag warning for fire. There are some fires out here now. They're way away from us, but up in North Carolina, it's that time of the year. The Ridge Runner that we ran into last night, Emma. What a good girl. Let me change that. What a good person. She's 22 years old, and when I first saw her, oh my God, she looked like a chimney sweep from the 1800s. She was just covered in black soot. And when I asked her about it, she said, well, that's I have to get close to the fire range to make sure the fire's out. So I get real close and blow on it, and if there's any glowing, it's my job to make sure they're completely put out. And she was definitely doing her job properly. This morning, she was digging through our fire pit. We didn't do a fire last night, but she was digging through our fire pit, looking for every little piece of trash that won't burn. And you're not supposed to burn trash out here. That's a no-no. You pack it in, you pack it out. Simple as that. I'm old school, that I believe that if I see a piece of paper on the trail, I'm picking it up. If I see a piece of paper at the shelter, I'm picking it up. These are little bitty pieces of paper. Yesterday I found one of those party balloons that you blow up for people's birthdays and whatnot. And somebody obviously let it go, and it landed here in the mountains, where an animal can get wrapped up in it and die. Not cool. So I punched a hole in it, rolled it up, and it's in my pocket. Or actually, it's in my trash bag now. My trash bag is in my food bag. I screwed up and didn't bring out a good trash bag to attach to the back of my pack like I usually do. So I've got all my trash. It goes in my pocket through the day. And then at night when I eat my supper, I'll put it into a Ziploc bag and put it into my food bag. But yeah, she was down in the fire pit, scraping it out, picking up every little piece of paper that had not burned. And that is a hard-working person. That's work ethic. When you're out here doing what you're supposed to be doing and your boss is not watching and you do it that well, that's work ethic. Good stuff. All right, I've got somebody coming up the trail. I'm going to turn this off. Ella is in her glory. We talked about 10 minutes ago Boy, how nice it would be if there was trail magic at this gap. We just passed a day hiker, and she informed us that yes, indeed, there is trail magic at this gap. So she's excited. You can see her up there bebopping down the trail. And of course, this is where we meet her parents, sometime between now and 10:30. Wow, lots of cars down here. Road crossings can get dangerous. They got a setup up there. Do you guys mind if I videotape up there? Anybody? Okay, yeah. We love trail magic.
Mostly so I could take a nice little view.
This is legit trail magic. I love it. I am currently at Stanimals Hostel around the bend in Georgia, Hiawassee, Georgia. Don't look at that sign. Stanimals used to have a place in Waynesboro, Virginia. I stayed there 3 years ago. And this building here is their bunkhouse. Over here, well, that side is the bunkhouse. That side is a couple of private rooms. Over here in the main house, you've got a couple of sets of private rooms, or semi-private rooms. I'm in one of those. And then they've got a dining room, living room, some other things in there. A couple of bathrooms, lots of laundry facilities. This little building here is their outfitter store, which has an amazing amount of stuff considering how small it is. And then down there are the little tiny cabins that the staff stay in. And this was a good hostel when I came through here 3 years ago, and it's even better now that Stanimals, Stanley Adams has purchased it. And it's just a great place. I love being here. I spent here last night and have one more night tonight, and then back on the trail tomorrow.
They never saw it coming, bro.
I remember. My last name is Sidebottom.
Sidebottom?
Yeah. And there's a very famous cricket player
Sidebottom.
named Fred Sidebottom. He was
Fred
he
Sidebottom.
was a cricketer. And
I grew up in England.
I didn't want to interrupt their conversations by doing a video in front of them, but I just want y'all to see what we got going on here right now. There's one person tenting up here on top of the hill, so I don't want to go all the way up there. But this is where I'm staying at the Stanimals Hostel around the bend, and it's pretty cool because the owner and his partner, they're here. They put on a free pizza night for anybody and everybody that comes, whether they're staying here or not. Invited all the hikers off the trail, and so free beer, free pizza, and lots of great company. And the owner, apparently they went out hiking today, and they went with a group of people that all had dogs, all on leashes, and the dogs are all running around just having a great time right now. So it's a cool setting, just like when I was here 3 years ago and we had people playing the guitar and people singing, and that's the hostel life. It's just freaking cool. That's all I can say. All right, that's all.